Liquid are one map away from heading straight to the semi-finals of IEM Katowice over Astralis, but it's not an easy task. We head to Nuke, not only a staple map for Danish Counter-Strike, but also a difficulty for the North Americans. Where do you see this going, Harry?
Well, I mean, it's tricky to not just favor Astralis off the bat, right?
Yeah.
I think a lot of the Danish teams, they've bought Nuke into their arsenal, and I mean, so many teams are reluctant to. I think at this point, it really helps you if you have it, because it's kind of become almost every team's insta-ban, just instinctively. And we already saw a lot of teams now they kind of have two, and this is the case for Liquid, where you don't really want to play Cash, you don't really want to play Nuke, and then it's which one do you get rid of, right, versus Astralis? And so obviously Nuke has been left. It's a very good map for Astralis. It's going to be tricky because it's not just a puggy style map, is it? It's one that you have to put a lot of preparation into. And the question now becomes, have Liquid been putting that preparation in?
Yeah, again, it's a map they don't touch, but coming into this event, making a lot of improvements as a team, you never know what they could have been doing behind the scenes in terms of practicing and trying to improve it while they're here in Europe for both, for this event, obviously, and for Star Series as well last week. So you never really know. That's the thing. In terms of results, they don't have anything on it. So we would assume, okay, this is where Astralis just bring it to a third map and we go to Overpass. But then again, Liquid look very impressive, at least individually for that first map. They looked fantastic, just tore Astralis apart. Their CT side was fantastic. They gave up nothing, and I honestly don't know. I'm going to say Astralis should take this off the back of just looking at previous results, but maybe Liquid will surprise us. Maybe they brought something new to the table.
Yeah, no, I mean, that could always be the case. And confidence is pretty key in these matchups, and it definitely, Liquid were not short of that. They were exuding confidence in every play that they made. It's going to be, I think it's going to be close regardless. But I think Astralis, you know what, actually, I might go ballsy with the prediction. I think that Liquid might win this 2-0, and that's just me to disagree with you.
I wouldn't, I know. I know it's just off the back of me predicting Astralis, but honestly, I wouldn't even say that's a crazy prediction. Yes, they don't play it, but Liquid on fire right now, individually looking fantastic. And
yeah, but
if they can bring that into this map with, Astralis not impressing me, Zipnix, ended the game not performing the best of his ability like we know he can. I feel like there's an opportunity in and of itself for Liquid to just exploit. And even if they don't know this map to the same level of Astralis, they may certainly be able to, just pug it. Well, not pug it. That would simplify it far too much.
Do not pug Nuke.
No, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Just out duel Astralis in the sense that they are on fire.
But that's my only issue, right? Is Nuke isn't the sort of map that you can go into without having prepped. And I don't know. I've said that Liquid could take us 2-0, Hugo, and I don't know if I really believe it because just because of how little they've actually played this map.
Either way, we should be in just a second as well. Obviously, Liquid do have the advantage of starting on the CT side of this map. This was Astralis' pick, so Liquid get the side choice. Obviously, you would pick CT on this one.
The one thing that I think that we do have going their way is the victory they secured over FaZe at Star Series. Neither one of those teams really plays Nuke, but FaZe are kind of competing for best team in the world right now. There's no doubt about it. So had a pretty dominant victory there, if I recall. So maybe there's always the chance. There's always the chance of the Liquid 2-0.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to bank on, but either way, Liquid are looking on form, and that could be the game changer, regardless of their actual results on this map, having only played it, I think, once in the last 3 months anyway, and that was at Star Series. So obviously with this roster as well, it adds in a whole other question. But again, with Liquid not going for the insta-ban on Nuke and actually picking Cash, there's a very likely possibility that these guys have been pracking Nuke. As you say, taking a convincing win over FaZe. Obviously FaZe, not a Nuke team by any means, but could show that the Liquid have done some behind-the-scenes work, knowing that it's a weak map in their pool. And as you said, it's so important to bring in a good map, bring in a good Nuke, to your map pool, because it can seriously change things. A great example I would make is Mouse Sports, and we saw them at Star Series, obviously. Not only win the event, but their choice of Mirage was fantastic, right? Because they are, I would say, the best team in the world on Mirage right now. And because they're so good at Nuke as well as Mirage, teams always insta-ban Nuke, and that just leaves Mousesports playing Mirage. And then if you want to insta-ban Mirage, they'll just pick Nuke. So it's kind of like a double-ended sword. Do you want to play the best Mirage team in the world, or do you want to play Nuke that no one likes to play? Either way, we are into the game. Astralis on the T side with full armor to kick things off, and Liquid, they're going to be armored up with steel on the kit smoke. Astralis already looking like they want to head down ramp.
Steel peeks up, gets the information. Astralis going to go charging on through. And towards hell they go, where Twist, he's up in the heavens, but this man, he's no angel, that's for sure. Magic and Glaive start to fade away. Device pushing down towards Secret. They want to try and go for the B split, and Elige does discover Device and quite crucially picks that up, because now it's going to force Astralis' hand to have to just flood in from ramp. Steel has his teammates there to help out. He's able to get one, but Elige in with his second kill of the round. Spots another. Dupree going to tag him down low, but Nap is there to help out. Just Zipex left. 1 versus 3.
And he was a player who struggled in the previous map as well. This is going to have to be a big round from Xyp9x if he wants to pick this one up and secure Astralis. Their pistol could set them off to a great start on a very hard map to play on the T side at the very least, but can't find that opening shot. Look how passive Liquid are playing, not giving him the opportunity, just bait peeking. And already running out of ammo here on the USP. Time ticking away, 30 seconds on the clock, and Nitro just playing with his food. No one over-facing here from Team Liquid, and that's what I like as well. You know, they're just not giving him the opportunity. Why even face when you can guarantee yourself the round win? You can see 20 seconds left on the board here. He's going to try and sneak out. There's a bit of damage to Nap, but he will eventually be dropped with such low HP. I understand him just sitting on ramp trying to take a duel. Either way, Liquid on that pistol round, and now kicking things off with a good start. Certainly what they need if they want to close this out in 2.
Yeah, I mean, starting over on that CT side, that is going to be good for them in terms of picking up this momentum early on. You have Astralis, right? I mean, they now lost the pistol. It's going to be, you would assume, some rounds early on for Liquid, unless it goes the way that what we just saw in Inferno. I really hope we don't return to that. Again, just went against all natural law of Counter-Strike. Steel, going to go aggressive. Goes walking into Xyp9x. That's now a man advantage secured for Astralis. Nitro takes the fight outside. Players are pushing on up. Device is there with the scout. He spots the man close. He's wrapping on into him. Nitro going to get caught off guard here. Nitro goes down to Glaive. Man advantage maintained. Naf going to be peeking up from Secret. Device spotted him though. I can understand the back and forth happening on Inferno, but not Nuke. That's where I draw the line.
Look at the bomb's position as well, wrapping it all the way towards hell. This could be good for Astralis, but they just got to contend with the Elige first. He's pushed up into lobby. Found Xyp9x, does get out of there just in the nick of time, almost gets shot in the back, and Glaive will certainly try and do that. That's the bomb wrapping down B. Device, if he catches Nap here, we could see the force by win work out for Astralis. He knows he's there, he spots the edge of the gun, but Nap gonna hit the shot. 8 HP remaining, and Twist on the wrong side of the map as well. Astralis have worked their way down to the lower bomb site. With his plant coming in as well, actually faked out as they hear Liquid make noise. Finally going to try and commit to it, but that's going to leave Glaive very low, caught out in the open. Twist gets a free kill. Naf's still low, and Magis has the opportunity to win this 1v2 with an M4. They do have the kit on Nafly, but Magis walking up, so there's no one on the bomb. There's the 1v1, wins it. Now Twist has to chase down this last kill, and Magis, he can just play with his food. He has a door and the window to work with, and Twist, I don't think he's got time. Look at that clock, it's ticking away so fast, and Twist, there's just no way he can win this. Even if he gets a kill here, Magisk has won the clutch, and Astralis have won the round.
So they're straight back into it on their T side, Hugo. Paul's going to be called on in. This time it looks like it's going to be technical.
Device dropped, I think, unless that's just a HUD thing, so should be waiting for that to come back in. Yeah, he has indeed. Either way. Yeah, this could certainly turn up to be like Inferno in the sense of going back and forth, right? I feel like Astralis is going to be very prepared on the T side of this map, so yes, Liquid taking the pistol is a great start, but the issue is, obviously, we saw this force by win, so Liquid are going to have a tough time here. I wouldn't be surprised if Astralis kick things off with, you know, a strong lead and get that 3-1 before we see Liquid really have rifles in play. They'll force here. If they lose it, they should be ecoing, and then we'll see that 3-1. And then we'll have the guns out for Liquid, but Astralis trying to show what they're made of here. This is their map pick for those who are unaware as well. A map that Liquid don't really like to play at recent performance at the very least. But I'm hoping they have something up their sleeve here. Otherwise, why would they leave it in the map? Or why would you leave Nuke up against Astralis? Yes, Liquid don't like cash.
No, that's definitely my thinking here, right? Is you leave it in because we saw them play it versus FaZe. You know, not an amazing map for FaZe, but they were able to win it very convincingly there. And we haven't seen them play it since NAF joined this roster. Maybe, you know, they've left this as like a big secret. But then that's like you know, how far could you read into that? You know, I mean, it seems weird to break it out now in this series of all series is to do it.
I don't know. I wouldn't say that. I'd say on paper, Astralis are the better team, right? You know, you'd think at least. Obviously, Liquid have been improving massively, but we need consistent results. Yes, they did well at Star Series, but aside from that, we've not seen anything from this team because the major they didn't have this roster. Of course, CS Summit, but I wouldn't put that on the same level as Star Series in the sense that the team's not being as good, and also it being a more casual event. Still, though, a win there is a win. And it'd be nice to see Liquid have this ace up their sleeve, but do they, Harry? As we head into the round number 3, Astralis very rifled up, playing things very safe, already working their way down secret. CZ's up in the hands of Team Liquid. Plenty of time for Astralis to make a play.
Yeah, all the time in the world right now. A lot of utility as well, as they've taken control of outside early on. Device is there. Peeking on through. Twist holding aggressive. Ever since that little window was removed, holding this angle has become a hell of a lot safer. But it's going to be wrapped. That's the object of Astralis' desires. Nitro. Ooh, he's been immediately tagged out of 1 HP. That's not fantastic. He then loses his teammate Naf. And yeah, it looks to be a bit of a mop-up from Astralis.
Yeah, wrapping back towards the heaven with the bomb, so the A site will be there as Liquid in this 3-on-5 have already decided to get aggressive and push up to try and get information and kills. Astralis in the meantime have taken the site for free. As Liquid won't be there to contest, Nitro going to get smoked off by Device, playing very carefully. Even if Liquid save these guns, it will hardly be a win for them. They've got an eco coming in next round and no one else can buy up around it. So Astralis, as we said, going back to this scoreline should be a 3-1. And if they take this flawlessly as well, that is a great start to the second half, considering they are a map down. More damage done by Steel. He can't save on this B-bomb site, kills his teammate. You'll love to see it. Follows up at the very least, but I don't think Nitro will be too happy with that one.
No, you can't imagine he will. God, I guess it's the downside, right, of the mini-map on Nuke.
There's a mini-map?
Here's the footsteps and then just shoots to his right. But not ideal. He carries the AK forward at least to try and make up for his mistakes. Another pause called in. This one also looks to be technical in nature. This time no one's dropped out from the server, so assume that this should be sorted a little bit faster than the previous. Now they have the AK at least to work with, which is definitely going to come in handy. It means that they do have a bit more stopping power in this round to try and do damage onto Astralis, who otherwise are looking very good.
Another tech pause. Well, not a lot to talk about in the sense that we haven't seen too much from this just yet, but it'd be nice to see Astralis bring this to a third map. I think Overpass could really be a fun one here. Obviously, kind of, we look old school, right? That's a map Astralis love, you know, and at least looking at the stats for Liquid, 2 out of 3 of their worst maps are currently in this best of 3, that being Overpass and Nuke, and then obviously Vito and Cash. Their second statistically worst map. Certainly never fun to end up on 2 of your worst maps, but Astralis having the reverse map ball to Liquid will certainly help out in that favour. Well, they are a map up. Inferno has always been a good map for Liquid as of late, being able to do a lot of damage on it, as we saw not only here, but also at Star Series.
The reason why, to me, like, you know, Nuke being left in screams that maybe Liquid have something like up their sleeve is if I had the choice, right, if my 2 weak maps are Cash and Nuke, catch me always playing Cash.
Yeah.
Because not only is just Nuke horrible, but the main reason is just like it's so much more puggy, you know, like you can just take like a really pug style sense to how you approach it. You don't actually have to have any sort of in-depth strategy in play.
Yeah.
So
especially when you have such good aimers on this team, right? Because
exactly.
that's what we know Liquid for, in the sense that yes, they have that leadership, but they also have really good individual players. You know,
so
some of the best players in their region.
Combine that, you know, with the win over FaZe just like a week ago. Not even that. You know, there's a good chance that maybe they have got something hidden, but shouldn't be too much longer left on the technical pause. I think I'm not actually sure what the issue is, but I'm sure maybe we could try and dig a bit deeper and find out.
Yeah, I mean the tech pauses have been pretty non-existent this event. That's one thing I will say. You know, obviously shout out to ESL for that. You know, things have been really smooth here. We've actually just been going game to game to game with no long breaks as well. So it's good to see. Obviously, a lack of tech pauses is always nice in an event. Very rare. In fact, I think this is the first event we've actually not really had any kind of crazy long hour delays, and our broadcast days have been ending nice and early.
Well, maybe you spoke too soon there, Hugo.
Apart from this one,
maybe
right?
this is the one.
We are the curse.
No, of course, you know, it's our last day here in Katowice, Hugo. How have you found it thus far? It's been good.
It's been a lot of fun.
You've been this is your second time here in a year.
In a year. Well, we came back last year.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. So technically that's right. Obviously, we were at last IEM, and now we're here again. But we should be back in a second again with no update on what the pause is about other than technical side. Nothing really to go into depth into so early on into the matchup. And Harry, do you have an official prediction? Because we've been very back and forth. We've been dodging this question, and you've just continually been going back like, oh, this is Astralis, but Liquid could have an ace up their sleeve.
No,
know? Do you have an actual prediction now that we're quite early on into the game?
Yeah, I already said it. Liquid 2-0.
Liquid 2-0.
I'm going to go edgy, yeah.
You're going to keep it because you did question that, and I questioned that.
But I'm convinced maybe they got something hidden.
I'm not on the same wavelength. I'm feeling Astralis in this one. The Danes have been very good. Obviously, we saw North take the victory earlier on versus Heroic, and I feel like this is time to do some score updates, Harry. Check what's been going on as well. We did have NiP take down G2 2-1, in fact, managing to 16-14 and 16-8 them, only losing Mirage. Interestingly, they beat them on Cash, which is obviously old school good map for NiP, but the French, they do love a bit of Cash, Harry. So I think that's pretty interesting. We're going to see NiP then go up against North in the final team out of that group. So only one of the two can go through, and I think they actually played as well in the opening matchup as well. But I think we are getting back in. Maybe still pause for the time being, but we're back into the game. And little update as well on the SK Cloud9 game, the rematch. Obviously, from the major quarter-final, it is semi-final. It is SK 7-6 up on Cash of the first map, so that is something you should keep your eyes on as well on the mainstream. But you know, aside from these pauses, Harry, this is where the real fun is, I think. Especially with Liquid about to upset.
About to upset?
Potentially, they are a map up.
What? Like, wait, what is your prediction now?
No, my prediction is Astralis win this map, but they're a map up. Is my point. Yeah.
Right. Okay. No. Okay. I get it. So the thing that I don't even know, mate. You know what? Let's just reset this. Ooh, that was loud. Yeah, no, the thing that I'm really looking forward to is seeing NIP play on a stage. It feels like it's been too long. They recently just dropped Exist. That's something you just brought up, right? And of course, they're not like the reigning champions of Katowice. That's of course Astralis, but obviously they won the last IEM over in Oakland. I was actually there for that, and that was unreal. They always just seem to play so well in those at these IEM events. But you know what? I don't want to fill anyone. Neither do you, Hugo. You just arranged this nice little break because this might be a bit of an ongoing problem. So we'll be back in just a minute.
we're back here with the second map of the series. Thank you for sticking with us. Unfortunately, we had some technical issues, but they were all resolved, Harry. Into the game we go. Astralis up on the buy. We've got Liquid, obviously. Eco here with a couple of saved bits of armor and an AK up on steel. By and large, Astralis looking to take that 3-1 lead before we eventually see the rifles in for the North American side.
Yeah, it's looking good. Twist and Nitro over here on the ramp. You have Twist boosted up. Nitro trying to sell the bait, but no one coming their way as Astralis have their sights firmly fixated out here on 2A. Steel goes down. Elise follows shortly after, and this looks to be a clean round for Astralis. That's what you want if you are them. Nitro goes down. Twist going to try and make things costly. He's been able to drop Dupree. So that's one. Naf then falls. It is only Twist left. And Nade. Oh, more utility coming his way. Don't let him grab the gun.
Oh my god. Glaive ready for that one though. That round was all about damage for Liquid. If they can take down a couple of players, keep Astralis' economy at bay, eventually they'll be able to force them down on Eco. Obviously that's not the case just yet. We do have the buy coming through for Liquid though, so rifles in play finally. No AWP up on Nitro. Got to be pretty key on this map as well towards that outside position, especially when Device has already pulled his in quite early on into this matchup. Liquid don't have kits to play with the utility. Again, another problem. No Molotovs on that CT side to deny any fast Astralis approaches. It seems like Device wants to do exactly that. Misses a shot. One player up in main, not going to get taken down. But Glaive will as Nitro continues that push. And now the man advantage up for Liquid, traded back by Device.
Steel here over at ramp. Doesn't find anything through the smoke just yet. I'm going to re-smoke that off as Ali. She's gone so aggressive. And this is going to be monstrous if he catches Astralis off guard, which